On the supplemental, People versus Deirdre Woods, 22-2.
Lost my true religion. Almost lost my true religion.
Ms. Woods, can you hear us?
No. No.
How did you know to say no if you couldn't hear me? So I'm thinking what we need to
No,
do.
it ain't no thinking. Ain't no thinking at all. Ain't no thinking at all. Let me out of here. That's what the fuck I just got popped for. It is what it is. Live by.
Have you had a chance to speak with a lawyer, Ms. Woods? Has the public defender reached out to you?
Your Honor, I did go to visit Ms. Woods this morning at the jail. And did not make it very far. I don't know if she's disrobing.
It appears that way, Mr. Gaddy. At least it does appear that way. Yes.
Your Honor,
so I'm not really sure we can proceed today. I don't really know what we need to do about new dates. We can adjourn this a week and see. She has the right to be arraigned, but if she's not going to participate, all I can say for the record is that I would accept her, this is a failure to appear bench warrant. So there's not even a plea of not guilty. So all I can do really is reset a pretrial on this matter.
And I believe is this on your docket, Your Honor?
It is. So we could, Judge Swartz is covering next week. We can do it next week.
That may be appropriate to let Mr. Feaster talk to her, and perhaps some sort of referral may be necessary.
No.
All right. Well, I'll just note for the record that Ms. Woods was brought by transport to the hearing, has elected, it appears, to not participate as well as to disrobe during the hearing. So at this time, I'm going to just state for the record that the arrest was made pursuant to a bench warrant in both files because of a failure to appear. So what we'll do is we'll adjourn the pretrials in both matters to July 20th at 1:30 p.m. Judge Swartz will be covering the docket next week, but Mr. Feaster will have an opportunity to speak with her and we can proceed from there. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So I'm sorry, Mr. Gaddy, it's going to be you again. This is my case, but Mr. Feaster isn't going to be here next Wednesday. Judge Swartz is covering Judge Brown's docket, not my docket.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if Judge Swartz was covering Monday too. So we're going to set it for
No,
next
he's
Wednesday.
not. He's not. So we're going to do this next Wednesday. And I mean, if Mr. Feaster wants to do you the solid and help out, that's great. But otherwise it's you. Okay.
Okay, Your Honor, I think if it's my call, then some sort of referral will happen.
Okay. Well, you take that up with Judge Swartz.
Thank you.
We're going to do this next week.
So is this going to be set for a pretrial or just a rearrangement on the bench warrant, Judge?
All right, I'm going to let you tell me. Do we need to rearraign the defendant? I mean, clearly there was no participation. She was represented, but I am concerned about her mental state. So why don't we just call it a rearrangement? That might make more sense for Judge Swartz because he's really not going to conduct a pretrial because that would be on my docket.
That's fine, Your Honor. A rearrangement.
I will confess that I've never had a defendant disrobe in front of me before. So it's knocked me off my game a little bit today. So if I'm struggling right now, that's why. So for the rest of the world, I'm just letting you know, there is in fact a first time for everything. And that was for me today. So we're going to have her scheduled for an arraignment on the bench warrant next Wednesday in front of Judge Swartz. Mr. Gaddy, you can handle that, and then we'll go from there.
That's probably much more helpful than waiting for your next, having her sit to your next docket.
Okay, very good. All right, I got to just make a note here. Let's see.
I had one friend who
Keep your clothes on. I don't even know who that is, but keep your clothes on.
He is here.
All right.
I didn't see him. There he is.
Mr. Hernandez, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Today's the date and time set for pretrial in the one case, so that's,
He has no shirt on either.
okay. Did everyone get the memo to come to court naked today? So we're gonna pass this, Mr. Hernandez, until you put a shirt on. I'm gonna give you a second, everyone, to get dressed, and I'll be right back. Because look at me, I'm dressed.
Court is back in session.
I don't care who you call, because let's call someone who has clothes on.
What?
All right, we are back on the record in the People versus Alfredo Ramirez Hernandez. Mr. Gaddy, on his request, on his behalf, has asked to have Mr. Hernandez assessed so that we are programming for success rather than failure. So I'm going to adjourn the pretrial and the violation of probation hearing, but we'll adjourn both of those to August 17th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Ramirez,
Thank you,
next
Judge.
time you come to court, be dressed and sit up straight.
Okay.